Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what not to do unless you want to be single for the rest of your life or have several super relationships that really have no substance and no value, or people are with you for about 5 minutes. Once they figure out that they're not a very, very good person, that they're mean, they're controlling, they're condescending, and they're judgmental, they leave. Please let me give you the footage. Another teachable moment. A millionaire matchmaker where Patty tells these men and women what not to do. Are you coachable? If a person has done something over and over again and they're not reaping the results they want, a light bulb has to come on in their head that says, I need help. The definition of insanity, doing something over and over again, yet we expect a different set of results. Hold on for this footage. Seriously, let me repeat it for the people in the back of the room. This is what not to do, getting to know a person, especially in the very, very beginning.
Douglas kind of chucks the narcissistic, shallow attitude and gives these guys a real chance. He needs to make an effort to make a genuine connection and not be it all about Doug. As for Nicole, she needs to soften her approach and not be so controlling.
Charles, you're so good looking and young. Why are you single? He reminds me of the tall guy in ER that was like really hot, the Croatian one. He looks like him. Isn't that the industry he's in?
I'm a doctor of pharmacy. I'm not a physician.
Are you a pharmacist?
Clinical pharmacist, Oregon Hospital.
Do you dish out drugs to people?
No.
Do you dish out drugs?
No, that's not what my job is.
What is your job?
I'm a clinical pharmacist. I work in the hospital.
Charles, stick to the program. Do you dish out drugs? Yes or no?
No, I don't. I work with taking care of the patients while they're sick in the hospital with the nurses, the physicians.
Do you do dish out drugs? Yes would be the answer.
She's calling him a drug pusher and goes full force on him. Like you think he was dealing crack in back alleys to school kids.
Don't criticize the job, okay? None of the criticizing of the job.
This is the reason she is single.
Nicole, excuse us.
So what do you guys think of Nicole?
You don't want to look like a bitch. We have to like soften you because what's happening is like you're saying, do you dispense drugs? Do you dispense? And it sounds like you're interrogating them like you're the police ready to give them a citation. It was my little test. I do that. I'm probably kind of mean, but yeah, I get to know people very quickly that way.
If you can know any one deep probing thing, I have a list over here. What would it be?
You know, I just asked what's your worst habit and what's your best feature?
My worst habit?
Yes. We don't have one.
I have to think about that for a minute. And what was the other part of the question?
What's your best feature?
Physical feature or?
No, quality, like your loyalty, trust.
I'm gonna have to think about.
Douglas might be cute and pretty, but unless he's talking about himself or his eco-friendly clothing line, he's got nothing to say.
What's the one thing that you think's missing when it comes to a relationship?
That's a good question, David.
In the very beginning, the conversation was a little awkward. I could tell that there was a little bit of a barrier.
Doug, come with me for a second. I want to have a little conversation with you.
Excuse me.
So what do you guys think?
What do you think? You're like...
I can tell that he's got a little bit of a wallet.
Our energy at this table is like so down here.
They're all into me, trust me. I think the thing is like,
They're all into you.
they're all into me.
Okay.
You're not necessarily feeling that because you're straight. I can't help it, you're bored. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so this whole thing is that
I'm not bored. You're bored.
Bored because it's boring.
Because you're straight.
No, because you're boring.
I love backpacking in the Northwest. The Northwest is one of the best places. Old growth forests.
Okay, now here's Nicole. You know that song Caroline? Is her name Caroline or her middle name Caroline? Because she is the true meaning of the word bitch. And Douglas, both of them, let's go over psychologically what's going on. I believe with both of these, this is this is Nicole and Douglas. We'll get to Douglas shortly. They're both business owners. They're both very, very successful. They got it going on financially. Yet, in the relationship, in the emotional department, they suck. People rarely change who they are at their very core, and they only change if they want to. With her behavior, yeah, it was more like an interrogation. I was on a dating app several years ago. I talked to this guy on the phone. We never met. I specifically told him, I said, this feels more like an interrogation rather than us getting to know each other. And the guy tore into me. Who you going out with? What are you wearing? What you doing? I said, whoa. I said, sir, you take care of yourself. I've noticed sometimes men or women who have it going on financially, they think they the shit. Let's be blunt. They become assholes. An asshole is not specific to any gender. Male or female can both qualify. So I told, no, dude, no, this ain't about to pop off. And Douglas, it's the same thing. He's a millionaire. He's got it going on in the business department, yet he's extremely, extremely difficult to get along with. That's called an antagonistic personality. These kind of people generally end up being alone because people ain't putting up with it. They'll be with someone who makes a lot less money and who may be less attractive maybe to the world. However, to them, they're very, very attractive because when you fall in love with a person, they actually become more attractive to you. Then be with people like these. Yeah, she cute, but she ain't that damn cute. He look okay, Douglas. He ain't that damn fine. Everybody is replaceable. And people who think they shit don't stink, they have the false belief that they aren't replaceable. Everybody is. I cannot ever diagnose anyone. But with Nicole and Douglas, I see a ton of narcissistic traits. I cannot ever diagnose them as having a disorder. But these are the kind of, if I went on a date with a man and he treated me like that, I don't care if he was a multi-billionaire. Adios, dude. I'll take the nice gentleman who I'm attracted to, who treats me nice, who pours into me. We pour into each other. We meet each other both halfway, working at Lowe's before I deal with that. So that's my honest evaluation of these two, Nicole and Douglas. Yeah, they going to be alone for a long time because most people who have great self-esteem and who value their peace of mind and who value their emotional and mental health ain't gonna deal with it. You got to see bullshit coming. And look at the people's body language and their energy when they were responding to this woman and to Douglas. It was not good. Body language and energy never, ever lies. People do. And when you're trying to get to know someone, if they can't even behave, especially in the very beginning, that's a red flag for you to run. That's God tapping you on the shoulder, gently hitting you in the head saying, my dear child, wake up. This person is going to do more harm to you than good. It's time to step away. And you better know Jesus. Because if you proceed forward with these people, with these kind of relationships, whether it's male or female, buckle up because they fixing to hurt you. And they fixing to hurt you bad. Yeah, what Nicole was doing was, when she was interrogating that man, she was trying to see, this is what men and women do. Listen to this. They're trying to see, can I control you? And if you give in, they got you. With both of these, Nicole and Douglas interrogating people, if that would have been me, I would have stopped talking to you. I ain't got to talk to your ass. Who the fuck are you? I would have stopped answering questions. I'm not the one or the number two. Been there, done that. Letting someone feel like they have the right to emotionally abuse me and mentally, no. And guys, emotional and mental abuse, if it continues, it guaranteed turns into the physical. It starts with the put downs. You fat, you need to lose 20 pounds and they're already a size 2. It always starts with the put downs, the controlling behavior. And if people stay, eventually it turns into the physical. A lot of people get it twisted. They think it's only physical, abuse is only physical. No, I believe the worst kind of abuse is emotional and mental abuse. The things you can't see. So yeah, this bitch, like she said, and that motherfucker Douglas, oh baby, stick with your money because that's going to be your girlfriend or your wife for the rest of your life. Anybody going to put up with that?